Hello, collective. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. As always, my sweets, okay? Oh, how are you guys doing in this waning cycle down from that full moon? Yeah, there's a big change happening in masculine energy here. I feel like there's a big change coming that's bringing forward healthy masculine energy. However, in the meantime, on the way, you might have certain emotions or feelings, or I don't know, I just heard somebody say flashbacks of certain events or something that could actually be highlighting some form of shadow or unbalanced masculine energy that could be within you. So this could be coming out. You could be still recovering and releasing from this past full moon. And Spirit wants you to just keep releasing, keep letting it go. Keep choosing yourself. Keep going back and forth between these release and like self-care, healing, giving love to yourself cycles. Releasing and then showing up for yourself. Releasing, showing up for yourself. Releasing, showing up for yourself. Spirit wants you to keep doing that. Keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on drawing in new healthy energy. Thank you, Spirit. I was hearing steps. Steps of recovery. For some of you, you might be getting like really crucial, important information to help assist you in your psychological recovery from something. So to help things that, tools, sources that are going to help you emotionally regulate, that are going to help you release, that are going to help you carry yourself forward with good, positive energy. The universe wants to collaborate with you. But again, like I said, with this square tension energy, yeah, and there's more Aries Emperor energy as well with this Act card. More masculine energy here as well. I'm hearing someone or something is being driven to act. And I'm also hearing the word coerce. You could be having somebody trying to coerce some kind of reaction out of you or action from you. They could be trying to coerce you into taking some kind of action on their behalf. Please be mindful if anybody comes to you telling you like a story of, oh my gosh, this person hurt me so bad, this person lied on you or lied on me, this person did that, they did this, or it doesn't feel accusatory. The energy doesn't feel like this person is being like, you did this, you did that. It feels more like somebody wants to inspire you to be angry about something that somebody else did. This person could even come forward and tell you something that they did, confess something like, oh, I just need to get something off my chest. I have to confess that I did this, or confess that this happened. But I hear this person also going, but it happened because of this, or it happened because of that. Like, so I feel like they're definitely going to try to shift the blame onto somebody else. This person could have done something to you, and they could come to you to confess that about something else that they might have done to somebody else, or that somebody else might have done to you, as kind of like, in their eyes, that's their version of making amends. Like, oh, I guess I'll throw them a bone. I know that I did this, and they don't know that I did that. But I'm going to tell them about something else that I did, or something else. I just heard somebody say, I need your help. I need your help. Spirit wants you to think, to stop and think, to think very deeply about the events, and be aware of the fact that there might be information, critical information that you are not aware of. This, because I'm hearing exploitation too. This person might try to exploit, like say you had an ex that cheated on you. This person could come to you and be like, this person is cheating. Because they know it's going to trigger you. It's going to trigger your past, or it's going to trigger anger within you, or it's going to trigger you to do something or inspire you to do something because they know that it's like one of your triggers, that it's one of the things. What is that saying? Where it's like a mad dog or something like that, where it's like, I can't remember, but I kind of vaguely, there's something here about a dog. Could be something about a dog, could be something about like a mad dog. At anything I see, Spirit is showing me like a dog, like barking, like an infuriated dog, and it's like foaming at the mouth, and it's, and I'm also hearing barking up the wrong tree. So be careful. Yeah, exactly. So I'm seeing this person, and I'm seeing this person. There's like a person it's like this dog, and it has a collar, and it has a chain, and there's a person like pulling it back, pulling the dog back. And in that circumstance, I feel like you would be the dog. Like, but there's something false here. It's like this person is trying to get you to attack somebody or go after somebody, or, okay, I almost just said prosecute someone. So be careful out there, because this person could be throwing some kind of false claims at someone. Especially if you're in some kind of position of power, if you're some kind of administrator, or if you're some kind of officer or detective or something like that. Somebody could come to you. Yeah, because now I'm seeing somebody sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, I just can't believe this happened. Like that's what I see. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me a lot of imagery. So it's like kind of like this energy of this person just being like, excuse you. Yeah. Somebody is trying to get you to thrust yourself in between. They're trying to like draw you in. They're trying to draw you into their drama between them and somebody else. However, this person there is critical information. Something that they did, or something that they said, or their role that they played in it. Or they could just be making it completely up. I'm not really getting that. I feel like there was some kind of situation, but there is a sense here where this person is going to very much so create the situation, set the stage for them to be a victim. And they want to draw you into persecuting someone. And for some of you, it could be somebody very close to you that you feel very protected. They're trying to like trigger this kind of protective energy within you. So that you're like, oh, heck no, you're not allowed to do that, or you're not allowed to say that, or how dare you say that to this person, or how dare you say that to this person, or how could you ever say that or do that, or blah, 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 blah. And a situation might come up where this person's like, I never said that. Like, I never said any of those things. I never did any of that. Well, so-and-so told me that you said that. Well, whoever this person is, they're going to be like, I never said that. This person is making that shit up. It's something where they might say something and then try to get you. Maybe they try to get you to go to a boss or you to go to a manager, because they could just be like, no, like, I just don't want to make a fuss over it. Like, I can't. I just don't feel comfortable going to that person or saying that. Like, I don't like. And they might be trying to kind of get you into, rile you up into being like, well, I'll go say something. I'll go do it. I'll go put them in their place. And I see you going over, like stomping across the room being like, you can't say that. And I see the other person that told you that, like snickering, like laughing and snickering, like, what a fucking fool. Like, I got you. Spirit wants you to wait and give it time. Wait, stop, think, give it time. Because the truth is going to come out in this situation. Again, I just keep getting with this collaborate, intention, and act. Like somebody is trying to get you. They're trying to pour the Kool-Aid. They're trying to, that's what I just heard. Like this is their Kool-Aid and they're trying to pour it into you, right? They're trying to inspire you to be mad or inspire you to act or inspire you to have some kind of reaction. This person is trying to have some kind of serious influence on you. And they're going to hit you with this fifth house energy here. They're going to hit you in something that they know you're very passionate about. Like something that you feel like this deserves justice, or I can't ever allow, you know, it's like if there's one thing I can't stand, it's this. And this person knows this about you. So they are going to come to you and try to exploit that. They're going to try to exploit you. So I think that the best thing for you to do is to mind your own fucking business. Mind your own business. Because if somebody comes to you and is like, this happened, that happened, I would just push it back on them. Push it back on them in a way where it's just like, well, it happened to you. You need to do something about it. If you have an issue with that person, if I was you, you should go to them and deal with it. I would really promote you to gather your independence and to not allow somebody else's drama or somebody else's issues to influence you or to cross over into you. Because there is something here about like, you know, that, that's it. This person, they hit me, or I'm leaving, or, you know, they did this to the kids, or, you know, I don't know what it is, but there's something here where it's like, come in, like, come to my rescue. Come to my rescue. And with some of you, this person is consciously, like maliciously, consciously trying to draw you in. And for some of you, this is just a person that relies heavily on you and draws you into their drama, draws you into their confusion, draws you into their... And so they want to inspire you to be angry, to be like aghast, to be heartbroken like they are. And this is one of those situations where it's like low vibrational energies or the devil or the darkness or, you know, your past cycles are trying to pop up through this person and influence you to step out of line and say something out of line. And when, like, it's going to make you mad. You know, it might make you mad and you're going to pop off and say something. And then that other person, you know, it could... Say, this is a specific example that I get. Say that you have a friend that always comes to you and complains to you about how toxic, you know, that their relationship or their boss is, or something like that, you know, with their boss or with a different friend or something like that. They could say something so like, can you believe this person said this or did this? You are going to interject. You are going to say something. You are going to be like, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have done this. And whatever you say or whatever you do, whoever you're putting that out on is going to be like, that's none of your fucking business. You need to step back. You need to do this. And when you turn, and I see you turning around and looking at this person, they're stood quiet. They're quiet because they are going to back off and they are going to let you take the heat. Basically, what this person is doing is like, I wish I could say this to this person. You know who will say that to this person? The collective. I will go to collective. Collective will say what I wish I could say to that person. But then collective can take the heat for it. You know? I see like this whole dramatic scene like, that's it. That's it. You know, he or she, they're finally leaving you. They're leaving you. They're leaving you. And that's what you deserve. You're abusive. You're this. You're that. And when the person looks at them like, oh yeah, you packing your bags? This person is like, well, I don't, you know, or, you know, you'll call them the next day. Oh, we made up. Everything's fine. But things are not going to be fine between you and this other person. Say it's their partner. Things will not be fine between you and that person. This person will be like, they step out of line. They butt their heads into our business. They said something that I consider very offensive. I can't deal with you. Yes, baby. This is a karmic lesson for you. They said something that I can't forgive. You don't need to be friends with them anymore. Or you don't need to have that person around. Or you need to go to them and tell them whoever this other person is, they're not going to be like, did you do this? Did you say that to them? Mm-mm. they're going to skip over that person and direct their ire at you instead of this other person that they're actually having a conflict with. And that's literally what I saw. I saw somebody being like, whoop, like, here, like, I'm going to get you, like, I'm going to let you rile me up. I'm going to say some words. I'm going to say some things. I'm going to be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I'm just going to be like, when that other person like blows up or is like, it's none of your business or that's inappropriate or, you know, if you had an issue with it, you should have put it into HR. That's not what actually happened. Why are you even involved? This has nothing to do with you. You know, now you've said something inappropriate to a coworker or something like that, and it really had nothing to do with you. Like, why did you even get involved with this, right? Actually, let me see you in my office. Me and you need to talk about how you're stepped way out of line. Now it's a problem that's on your doorstep. Now this other person's problem, which is going to end up wrapping itself up, is going to get you in trouble. Is going to get you seen as out of line. Is going to get you seen as your troublemaker, your issue. And you're going to be sitting there like, I was just trying to stand up for this person because this person said that they were scared of you, or that, you know, this happened or that happened. And if it, you know, and that person is 100%, they're gonna stay at that job. They're gonna work it out. They're gonna stay with that abusive partner. They're going to get over, you know, two friends are gonna get over whatever the issue is because they're codependent. This person, whoever this other person that comes to you, they are in a codependent situation. A codependent karmic situation with whatever this is. Whatever the other thing between them and another thing is. They're not gonna break it. They're not gonna leave. They're not gonna quit that job. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. Whatever they're big, mad, they're a bunch of talk. They're a bunch of hot air. And then they're gonna deflate. And they're gonna stay in that situation. And now you look like the nosy friend that has said something inappropriate, like, well, this person is saying you're gonna leave me. Are you actually gonna leave me? No. Well, why? Well, they're trying to break us up. Well, they're trying to cause issue in our family, or they're causing issue. Actually, I need to go to HR because they said something really inappropriate to me. I didn't say anything to them. I didn't do anything. This person is not going to back you up. So when you go to HR, say it's a work situation, and you go to HR and you're like, I overheard this, I overheard that. They said this, they said that. They said that they didn't feel comfortable, that they were too scared to go to HR because they were scared. But I felt like it was my obligation to come and tell you that. They're going to call that person into the HR office, and that person is going to be like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. I really didn't feel that hard about it. I really didn't feel that much about it. I didn't feel that offended about it. Like, do you want to press charges or do you want to no. In fact, it was just a joke. It really didn't mean that much. Like, I really don't care about it. And now here you are going to look like some busy, nosy person that just inserted yourself into somebody else's business because you did. And yeah, and I feel like this energy here is like preying on the fact that you want to come to somebody's rescue, that you want to stand up for somebody. Like, oh my gosh, no, nobody ever stood up for me in my abusive relationship. So I understand what it means to be too scared to speak out. I'm going to go to HR. Okay, if you really feel like you need to. HR is going to open up an investigation, and this other person they're going to fold. This witness is going to fold. And now you are in the crosshairs, or in the eyes of the person that you snitched on. Now, instead of them picking on that other person, now they're picking on you. Now they're taking your food out of the refrigerator. Now they're saying inappropriate things to you. Now you are the new target instead of this other person. And this other person who you, out of the kindness of your heart, are wanting to stand up for and advocate for is going to throw you under the bus. And they're going to let that bus roll right over you. And for some of you, it is going to be this other person driving the bus, and that person that came to you that you're advocating for, As the bus rolls over you, you're going to look and they're going to be standing right beside the person like, yeah, you know what? It was kind of inappropriate. They did kind of take it too far. They did say something that was inappropriate, because this other person is going to end up backing down and siding with their abuser, or siding with the person who did wrong, because it is a situation here where, kind of like a bully, like there's a school bully and the other people around that bully other people so that they are not the target, right? If I'm helping this person bully you, I'm not the target of the bullying. Do I know that it's wrong? Yeah, but I don't want to get bullied. You know, it's like the person, it's like if you stand up to a bully, it's like, hey, leave that person alone. And then that bully starts bullying you. And then that other person that you stood up for starts abusing you too. Yeah, you're so stupid. Yeah, you're this. Yeah, you're that. Dumping out your books in the hallway and stuff. It's like, what? Like, I was standing up for you. Like, I did this to help you. Well, nobody asked you to help me. Nobody asked you to say all that. Nobody asked you to do all this. On the inside, this person knows. They know what's right and wrong. But it's going to be, it's too little too late. This person is going to back down and they are going to side with whatever. And this person knows this. This person knows that you have a soft spot for them, or you have a soft spot for whatever this person is enduring. Right? And this person is going to come along while you're trying to go in one direction, and this person is going to try to pull you back in the other direction. And they're going to use this thing that they know that you're passionate about to do it. Yeah, this person's going to come to you and be like, can you believe that so-and-so said this or so-and-so did that? They did what? Then you're going to rush over there. Bam. But maybe you won't. If you see this, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll think twice about it. You'll remember me telling you, mind your own fucking business. And I pray you do. I pray that you hear my voice in your head saying, mind your own fucking business. Remember, mind your own fucking business. Especially if it's a situation where you know this person always goes back. We're getting a divorce. That's it. It's over. Yeah. But they always go back. They never actually break away. They never actually leave. Or they never actually hold this person accountable for their actions. Or, no, you know what? They promised they're going to change. They promised that was the last time they're going to hit me. But you've gone off over there and cussed that person out up and down. Now, this abusive person has got their eyes on you. Now it's your job that's getting random calls trying to get you fired. Now you're walking outside and finding slit marks in your tires. And when you call that person to be like, is this happening? I don't know, so-and-so, they think you're kind of nosy, and you know what, you do be kind of putting yourself in my business, and nobody asked you to say that to my boyfriend. I didn't say I was going to leave them. I just said that they beat me so bad I had to go to the hospital. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Is that, trigger warning for, I guess I should have said that before. But it's like, yeah, look, yes, look. Communication messages with nurture. They know that you always come to their rescue, that you always prop them up. They know that just talking shit with you is as much as they're going to do. They just need to get something off of their chest. And no matter how much they're like, that's it, it's the last time, it's over, it's really over, it's not. And I would hope that this person, and I feel like for some of you, you're just like, oh my God, it's finally here. Like this person that I've been standing beside is finally standing up for themselves. They're finally doing something. They're not. And it's going to leave you in a position with egg all over your face. At the least, it's going to leave you with egg all over your face. Exactly. Immerse. With this Cancer, it could be a family member. It could be somebody very close to you. But this person is definitely trying to influence your emotions with that full moon card up there again. Especially if this full moon card has had you, if this last full moon has brought a lot of you examining injustices that you've dealt with in your past. And if it has you kind of on a trigger like, you know what? I can't say something to the person that abused me, but I can say something to this person that's abusing this other person that I love and I care about. Don't do it. Don't do it, look. Relationship. You have, exactly, with this Neptune card, you have a cloudy vision of what this relationship actually is. You also have a cloudy vision of, I feel like, and I hate to say this, but it's like you have hope that one day this person will learn to stand up for themselves, that one day they'll learn to, that they will do something to protect themselves, to stand up for themselves. But this person just keeps the cycle going. They keep the cycle going. They keep turning that cycle right back to beginning. A couple of flowers, a couple of kisses on the cheek, and I'm sorry, and it resets. And you know this, because whatever it is, it's always something. Or if say it's your partner, and this person comes to you, my job did this, my job did that, I'm quitting, that's it, they did this, they did that. You know this cycle. You know this person always pulls this cycle. The cycle comes back around, they blow up, and they get right back together, or they go right back. Or they quit one job and then they're single for a little bit, okay? And then they're jobless for a little bit, and then finally they go back and get another job. And then it's a problem. I have a problem with this. I have a problem with that person. It's always they're coming home. At first it's like, this job is great. This job is great. This job is great. And then suddenly they start, well, I just have a problem with this person. I just have a problem with my manager. I just have a problem with this person. They do this. They do that. They say this. They say that. They're waiting for you to be like, no, baby, you need to quit that job. You need to love yourself more. You need to go ahead and get something better. You're right. You're right. But then they go and get another trashy job again, or then they go and sit fucking jobless for months on end, leaving you to bear the burden of paying all the bills. Well, I'm just looking for a job that doesn't treat me like my last job. You know how shitty it made me feel? It's a cycle with this person. It always is. Mind your fucking business. Mind your business. Introspection, exactly. You need to look inside and choose your peace. You need to choose your peace. And I know that it might be hard for some of you because you're just like, that's my mother, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my best friend, that's my cousin, that's my child, that's my such and such. I can literally see you saying something or doing something, where you're talking on the phone with this person and their abuser is sitting right next to them, hearing you say, you need to leave that person. They're abusing you. They're not good for you. Well, guess what? The abuse is going to stop with this person and it's going to switch over to you until you get the fuck out of their life. And you're going to be sitting there hurt being like, you're really going to stop being friends with me, or you're really going to stop talking to me and you're really siding with your abuser after I've come and got you in the middle of the night, after they've kicked you out so many times, after, you're like, that's it, that's over, I'm leaving them, or, that's it, it's done. And I've come and got you, and I've had to sit there 1,000 times watching you. I know, I just have to go. I just have to go. I just got to go back. I just got to go back. And you don't ever want to make this person feel like you abandoned them because they're in some situation where it's like, I don't want them to ever feel like they have to stay with that person because they don't have a safe space with me. Right? If I tell them that's it, that's done, I'm so tired of hearing you go back and go back and go back, and you keep dragging me into this, that's it, I'm done, I can't help you anymore. You're terrified what that might mean for this person. Because you're thinking, maybe this time is the time that it goes too far. And they don't, and it goes too far because they don't feel like they can pick up the phone and call you. They can't get themselves out of that situation. At the end of at this and especially with what I'm talking about, this person is reaping the seeds that they sowed for themselves. Every single time they didn't choose themselves. They chose to stay in that relationship, or they chose to stay at that job, or they chose to continue to keep choosing abusive relationship after abusive relationship. They are continuing to choose to put themselves right back in that scenario. And you're like, how many times am I going to get that call at 3 o'clock in the morning where I end up having to go and get you? And then by the next day, you're right back with them. And here I am, all in your drama. I'm up crying all night, listening to you cry all night. Maybe I call into work the next day. Maybe I have to go into work and I'm like a zombie at work. Oh, my friend, I had to stay up all night at the hospital with her. But yet, next time you talk to them, they're right back together. Oh, we're in love. He apologized. He really didn't mean it. You know, she really didn't mean it. It's okay. We're right back together. Are you serious? Are you serious? After what just happened? How many times are you going to go back to that person? Now you're the enemy. What are you trying to get me to leave my relationship? I knew you was always jealous of me being in a relationship. I knew it's always an issue with you. Then that abusive person is in the background. Yeah, it's always an issue with you. How come you're always trying to break up me and my girl or me and my family? It's always an issue with you. You're always sticking your nose somewhere that it doesn't belong. And this person's going to sit there and just shut up. Because now you have an enemy. And they have a way to get attention and get approval from their abuser by turning against you. This person is sick. They're sick. They have a sickness. They have a sickness. And I totally understand that you're like, but I love this person. I care about them. I want to show up for them. This person has to learn their own lesson of loving themselves enough to get themselves out of this situation. You know? Or if it's somebody that, you know, they're always, you know, oh, you're getting that call, somebody OD, you know, trigger, you know, somebody did this or somebody did that, or I got beat up again, or I, you know, somebody stole all my money, or I don't have any place to stay, I got kicked out again. And you know, this person, every time they come over, you give them a bath, or you let them take a bath, you give them a nice place to stay, you put food in their belly, and they're gone the next day and your purse is empty. And it's the same thing. And you're just like, if I don't pick up that phone call, like, what could be happening to this person? You are taking this other person's karma and making it your business. And as we say on the channel, they're not receiving this because they were a bad person and they deserve to be punished. No, no, no. Spirit, just like all the times that you were put in compromising situations, Spirit was trying to teach you, you don't deserve to be here. Choose better for yourself. This person keeps getting chance after chance after chance to choose themselves. This person is going to come back because they've laid the groundwork, the emotional groundwork to prime you to answer that phone every time they call. Because what if this is the time that they really leave? What if this is the time that they really have to go to the hospital? What if this is the time, you know, that something bad happens? I'd never forgive myself if I woke up the next day and I had text messages, RIP somebody or so-and-so, you know, what if this is the time? Spirit, it might sound very cold, but Spirit is telling you to prioritize yourself and prioritize your peace. Choose emotional regulation. Ask yourself, is it really healthy for you to have this person that brings all this drama in and out of your life in your life? And I'm telling you, there is some kind of issue here of your being like, I was abandoned, or I was left alone, or I didn't get the help that I need, which is exactly why you have a codependent relationship with this person or this situation here. You're very codependent on you because it reminds you of yourself. It reminds you of you being abandoned. It reminds you of, I just wish I had somebody to step up and you know, and tell me that I deserve more and that I was beautiful and I deserve to be in a healthy relationship. Because that's what happens. This person comes, they get that boost of self-confidence, that yeah, and then they trumpet, and then they get what they need to feel better, and then they go right back and put themselves right back in that compromised position. You know? And it's like, how long are you going to stay stuck in this karmic cycle with this person? Because that's what it is. This person is stuck in a loop of karmic cycles. And no matter how many times you put yourself into a karmic situation with this person, that cycle is going to continue. Because Spirit is trying to teach you that you deserve better. That you deserve to choose your emotional regulation. That you deserve to have stability in your life. That you deserve to have friends and family and work situations that are actually stable. That promote bringing peace into your life. Not drama. And that does not mean that this person is a bad person, but it does mean that this person is not choosing to love themselves. And you have to ask yourself, we are the people that we choose to spend our time and spend our energy and spend our, our time and attention with. This is a lesson you're going to have to learn. And I feel some of you being like, fuck that. I'll never abandon this person. I'll never give up on this person. I'll answer the phone every time they call because I just can't deal with the consequences of what could happen. Then you will continue to deal with the karma and the drama of this situation, and it will continue to escalate. And I think Spirit is putting you in this situation. It is kind of like a karmic lesson. Like, have you learned to mind your own fucking business? Have you learned to not put yourself in a position to help somebody else take on karma? Right? They are being shown that they deserve more than this abusive, codependent relationship or situation that they're in. Every time they reach out to you, they're just getting a little fix to make them feel a little bit better. And then they go right back. And then they get so down that they come to you, get a little fix, and they go right back. They come to you, they get a little fix, they go right back. Spirit said that you better put yourself, okay? You better put yourself first. Because there is something here too about this person draining your resources. Right? And it could be in a way like maybe you don't, maybe you do. Maybe you give this person money. Maybe you drain your resources of energy, of time, of focus. Maybe you have a huge project or a huge presentation at work that you're preparing for. This person is going to call you the night before or 2 days before. Oh my God, I made this person, we had this huge fight, this happened, that happened, you're at the hospital all night, or you're going over there and you're running over there and you're getting them and you're screaming, no, she's leaving you, she doesn't deserve to be with you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not trying to trivialize the trauma of that, because it is. But if you step back, you're like, how many times am I going to put myself in this situation? Why does this person put me in this situation? Why do they always drag me into that? Why do they do that? Do they really love and respect me? No, they can't. They don't even love and respect themselves. How could they love and respect you? And like I said, this could be a child who is in an abusive relationship, but they got kids, and you're thinking, my grandkids. I'm not going to not answer the phone and give my grandkids a place to stay. I understand that. But there's got to be some kind of boundaries here. I'm just telling you what you already know, which is there needs to be some serious boundaries, and maybe it is, I just need $20 to get it through. I just need this. I just need you to come pick me up. I just need you to do that. Maybe it's just your time and your energy of focus. Every single time this person has some kind of huge dramatic something, you being around a fight or you being that, it pulls down your energy. Even if you're like, I'm not involved in this, it's not my drama. You just being around it, you listening to this person, oh my God, they do this and they say that, and how can they believe it, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you need to leave them, you need to love yourself more, you need to do something. It's pulling, because what else could you be doing? You could be doing something, you could be reading or learning something to teach you to emotionally regulate. You could be doing something that help, you could be soaking in a bath, putting a mask on your face, making yourself feel better. You could be working or sleeping or exercising or eating a good meal, watching a good TV show or a movie or reading a good book. You could be doing research. You could be working on a project. You could be building your business. Instead, you're giving hours of your time to this person, days, weeks of your time to this person and their drama. Because they can't find the strength inside of themselves to stand up and get out and break their karmic situation and break their codependent cycle that they're in. I just heard, not everybody can come with us. I know that you want to save this person. I know that you want to teach them to have more love for themselves. But that's what Spirit is trying to do. Spirit has been trying to teach this person, for many of you, for years. Years. Spirit has been throwing everything at this person to try to teach them that they deserve more. And this person is deep in their lesson. And they're so deep in their lesson that they're dragging other people down with them. Don't ever try to save a drowning man. Don't ever try to jump in and save a drowning man because they are a woman. Okay? Because of their panic, they will drag you down with them. You will both drown in this karmic cycle if you don't do something about it. Mind your own fucking business. And it might come down to that. It might come down to you being like, look, you know what? You do this cycle with this person. I'm not getting involved. You know, like I'm not going to come pick you up. I'm not going to do that. You tell me all the time that you're going to leave this person, but you don't. I can't do this. I have to. What about my family? What about me waking up my husband or waking up my kids in the middle of the night to go get you? What? I can't do that. I can't emotionally dysregulate myself with your trauma all the time. I can't do that. Partnership. Okay? You better think about what kind of partner, what is the quality of this person if they're bringing so much drama into your life? Do they really deserve a place in your life? Can they? Can you save this person? I know that for many of you, your heart is telling you no. Because we can't. That's the truth. We can't ever save someone else. We can only inspire them to save themselves. But I feel like you're screaming at a brick wall. You can only help somebody who genuinely actually wants to be helped. Not somebody who just wants to pick me up from the moment, who just wants a safe space to stay in tonight. So they want to come in, absorb your good energy, and then they want to take that good energy right back to their abusive partner. Like, what? Or right back to their narcissist, or right back to their codependent relationship that they're not leaving. And when it really comes down to it, this person will choose that person over you. They'll do it every time. They'll do it every time. And what they're really choosing is their wounding. They're choosing their wounding over your health. Whew, this is a hard message to deliver, y'all. I'm not even going to play. My spirit guides are being so like, say this. And I'm just like, whoo, this is hard. This is a hard thing to say, spirit. Clarity. Clarify. Spirit is telling you again, it is time that you see this situation with clarity. Spirit is giving you an opportunity here to finally see this situation with clarity. Maybe for some of you, a little moment like this already happened where you're like, wait, are you serious? Yeah, why don't you just butt out? Are you serious? I just came and got you. I just woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and came and got you. But yet, by the time I drive over to your house, you're just like, no, why don't you just go back home because we've made up? What? You know, 20 minutes ago, you were like, I'm scared. I can't be in this house. I'm too scared. And my 20-minute drive over here, you went from, I just have to get out of this house to, no, we're back in love again. Everything's fine. What? Like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. And for some of you, if you've already had this situation pop off, Spirit wants to remove the guilt that you're feeling. It is not your responsibility to protect this person. It is not your responsibility to protect this person. Okay? Just because someone didn't protect you, it is not your responsibility to help somebody who does not want to be helped. Because, yeah, sure, they're going to say, I mean, nobody wants to be in an abusive relationship. Nobody wants to be, in the thralls of addiction. Nobody wants to do that. But this person is not at the place where they are ready to let go. You have to be mindful of what you're cultivating here with this person. Spirit is giving you an opportunity, like I said, to lift the fog, to lift the illusions, to lift the confusion. Neptune is still in retrograde, and the illusions of this, come on now. I said that right. Look how that looks like a new moon, kind of, right? Or like an eclipse. It looks like an eclipse, but still, right? With this moon perception card, Spirit is giving you the option to remove this vision, to remove this cloudiness, to remove this. And this is really actually about you. It's about you. Exactly. It's about your sadness. It's about the things that you were holding on to. It's about the thing you were holding on to. It's about you. It's about your blind spot. It's about your sadness. You're trying to show up for this person because somehow you're trying to vicariously be like, oh, I didn't get to stand up to my abuser. But if I convince this person to stand up to their abuser, I will feel better about what I went, about the abuse or about the trauma or about the situation where I could, in a time when I couldn't help myself, I desperately wanted or needed somebody to step in and be like, you need help, let me save you. You need help, let me stop this person from saying that to you or doing this to you. And you're trying to step in and be that person that you always wanted to show up in your life. But this person is not there. They're not at this place where they're like, oh, my gosh, this is my chance to leave. This is my chance to get out. This is my chance, no. This person is so deep. Even for some of you in the abuse, again, like I said, that they'll throw you under the, well, it was actually, I only said that because it was their decision, their choice. For some of them, whoever this person is could convince them, could get into their ear and say, well, you really didn't feel that way. That's always, that person is always butting into your business. And, but we're always happy, aren't you? Aren't you happy with me? You should be happy with me. Aren't you happy with me? Yeah, I'm happy with you. Yeah. They are kind of always in our business. It's because they are always bringing you into their business. But again, this person has a sickness. It's a sickness. They are addicted to chasing and running after whoever this other person is. They're addicted to getting that love. And your mercy and you showing up and putting that emotional hand out is going to get you freaking stabbed. It is. That King of Sword is going to pull out that sword and he's going to stab you 10 times to the back, 3 times to the heart. This person is going to betray you. I don't know in exactly what kind of way, but it's pretty much that. I don't know the 100% the details of it, but it's pretty much that. You're going to show up. Whoever this King of Swords is, they're going to flip into the chaser, the love bomber, the whatever, the I get better and I solve the issues for a week or two. Okay? And it's not going to change. It's not going to change until this other person decides to change. And Spirit said they understand that your wish fulfillment is for you and this person to be happy, or for you, you're like, I just want this person to be free. Like I want to be free, or like I'm free. I just want them to break free of this illusion that they have to stay with this person. If I just had one person reaching out to me and telling me, oh no, you deserve more, you deserve better, you can do it, I would have done better. I would have known that I had somebody to support me. Maybe you would have and maybe you wouldn't have. I don't know. But it is that kind of feeling within you that's making you, it's a feeling that you need to put to rest at that. this Captain Save-A-Ho shit, you need to put it to rest. You can't save everybody. It's us, again, like I said, especially those people who don't want to save themselves. And this person's not ready. They're not ready to save themselves. They're not ready to break their codependency on this, whatever it is, this addiction, it's an addiction. Whether it's to a substance, a person, a situation. You know, a mindset. They keep going back to it over and over and over again. Whether or not it's within the same body or whether or not it's within a different body or it's the same situation. It's the same experience this person keeps having again and again and again and again. And spirit is trying to break this person from that karmic cycle. Let spirit work in this person's life. Spirit is saying, let us do the heavy lifting. Let us do the heavy lifting. Remove this emotional weight that you're putting on yourself like it's your job to go around saving everybody. It's not. And I know it can be very hard because it's like, well, I'm not trying to save a random person off the street. I'm trying to save this person. And it is this title that this person holds, this place that this person holds in your life, that is what keeps you karmically tied to this person. You're like, well, I can't just walk off. They're my title. And it is that. But again, spirit wants to point out that if that person was being a healthy version of whatever that title is, they would not be in this situation. They would not be dragging you into this situation. They might be seeking out professional help, you know. That time that you're like, I'll drive you to the women's shelter, they'd actually go. I don't know. I don't know if all of you are ready to receive this message. I mean, I guess it's almost an hour in, so those of you who aren't ready, 444 done on the real-time clock, you better come through. You're being protected by angels. You better show up. It turned over to 445, but you guys saw. Okay? Y'all, you need to understand that you are being protected from a very, exactly. This spirit is encouraging you to walk away from this karmic cycle with this person. You need to walk towards your proper perception and what this really is. Okay? Because your higher self is telling you, this ain't nothing good. And it's been going round and around and around in a circle for very many cycles. And you need to break it. Your higher self has been telling you. You've been too involved. You've been making it too personal. Exactly. Spirit keeps telling you, you need to walk away and put an end to it. Now, I'm not saying, for some of you, I'm not saying that you have to completely cut this person out of your life. Only you'll know what the proper boundaries are between you and this person. Right? Maybe the proper boundaries are, don't call me at 3 o'clock in the morning anymore. I'm not coming to get you. Please don't call me and complain about how you're going to leave your person because I don't think that you are. Or, you know, maybe not just saying that flat out, but just being like, I'm sorry, I have to go. They start complaining about their partner. I'm so sorry. I actually have a meeting to go to. I just remembered. I'm so sorry. My mom is actually calling on the other line. Like, I need to go. You know? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm so sorry that you hate your job. There's lots of jobs out there. And actually, I have this other thing to do. I need to go. Watch how quickly. And I think that some of you might get drawn back in because this person might stop talking to you. But Spirit also wants you to observe the peace that comes into your life. You might not feel emotional peace because you're just like, but what about this person? But what about that? I don't know. It's going to be a process for you guys. Be careful with the energy and the experiences that you align yourself up with. You could be aligning yourself up. And I hate this to be so like, but we talk about this, right? Like, it's kind of like that saying where it's like, don't let your boyfriend get in the way of you finding your husband. And it's that kind of situation where it's like, don't let this codependent relationship get in the way or take up time or take up the space that you could actually be giving to someone who's in an independent, happy, thriving relationship. Like, how different would your life be if this person and their drama wasn't in it? If you weren't getting those 3 a.m., if every couple of weeks you weren't having to hear and getting tossed into this karmic situation with this person, when you could talk to your friends and they weren't complaining about their abusive partner, and they weren't complaining about their, their job that takes, they were just like, I love my job. Or if they are in a situation that's like, girl, I quit that job and I went and got another one and now I'm much happier. Wow. Yes, it's amazing. I feel so good and it pays me so well and I'm doing good with my life. Like, my life is pretty good. How different would it be to give yourself that experience? Because this is some kind of offshoot of some kind of people pleasing, right? Keeping those wounded little birds in your life that need you, right? Keeping those wounded people that you have trauma bonded to in your life and continuing that bond. Because you're in this situation where you're just like, I have cut a lot of the toxic bonds out of my life. You should do the same. But it's the same thing. And you should do the same. 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 And they're like, yeah, yeah. And they go right back. Yeah, yeah. And they go right back. Yeah, yeah. And they fall right back. And there is something here about you feeling like you don't want to be heartless. Like, I don't want to be heartless. Like, I don't want to shut myself off. Like, I don't want to close myself down. Like, I don't want to become this heartless person that just abandons this person in need. Again, it's about a perspective shift. You don't want to abandon that person, so you're abandoning yourself. I don't want to abandon this person, so I'm abandoning my peace. So I'm abandoning me having a good relationship with having a best friend that's not in a toxic, or whatever. Having a work environment that I actually love. Being surrounded by coworkers that are actually kind, loving individuals, And it's not about you just going out and replacing this person or something like that, but it is about you. Spirit is saying succeeding to the upgrades that they are trying to bring in your life. Not everybody can come with this. I've been saying this for a long time on the channel. Not everybody can come with this. There is something that you need to examine here about your success, about how successful this partnership can actually be, about how successful this relationship with this person can actually be, about how successful having the mindset of, I need to save everybody else around me, is really gets you. Like, where does it really put you? Do you know how to put up boundaries with yourself and say, yes, this is a situation that I need to step in, and actually, this is a situation that's not my business, right? I need to back off because the situation is really not my business. Some of you need to really perfect the art of minding your business, knowing when to speak and knowing when to let somebody deal with their consequences, knowing when to act and knowing when this is not on me, this is on you. This is something I'm never going to show up enough for you to actually learn your lesson. And in fact, I don't know, I hesitate to say this, but for some of you, you could be enabling this person staying with this person. On the opposite side of it, you could actually you are enabling this behavior. Excuse me, sir. Speaking of enabling behavior. Okay. Spirit will always humble me, I swear. They'll always be like, yeah, speaking of that, why don't you do something about the abusive relationship you're in with your senile cat? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Y'all, he turned around and was like, I'm like, look me up and down. I'm like, you know who I'm talking about. He always has, though. He always has. Like, you don't even have to say his name. Like, if you're standing in a room and you're talking about him, like, he knows. He always knows. He'll just be, like, sitting across the room, like, it's happened so many times to, like, me, to, like, my mom, to, like, my friends, people that come over to my house. They're like, oh, my God. Like, does that cat know? Yeah, he does. Look at him. Like, how does he know? And it's not the tone of voice, because you can say rude things in a nice tone of voice and he will, not that I'm just like hurling insults at my cat or anything like that, but you can say, you know, not so nice things in a nice voice and he's still like, it's so funny. It's really, really funny. It's not funny, but it is funny. But anyway, I don't know why I'm just going on about my cat. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe something in that is relevant to your situation or something. It's just kind of like, yeah, you know, it is almost a situation where this person is kind of making a fool of you, right? And it is the kind of situation where this person is making a fool of you in some type of way. And again, like I said, for a lot of you, it's because this person has a sickness. They have a sickness. They have a karmic lesson. They have a codependency. They have a trauma bond here that they're refusing to break. And you cannot love this person enough into loving themselves. You can't. That has to come from within. It does. It really does have to come from within. There will not be enough midnight talks. There will not be enough rides rides in the middle of the night. There will not be enough, I just need to stay here for a few days. That's ever going to stop this person from having this behavior until they decide to stop having it. And it's a sad truth. Honestly, it is a sad truth. You know, but people don't always have to be like maliciously bad or our secret enemies or anything like that for them to not truly serve our highest good by being in our life. And in the end, this is really about you and you healing this wound within you more than it is about this person being healed. So that's what I would encourage. I'm going to have to get baby locks for my cabinet. Anyway, I need to go. I thank you guys so very, very much for being here. Hey, you ain't come say goodbye? You ain't come say goodbye? Say bye. Say bye-bye. Yeah. I thank you guys so very much for being here with me today, as always. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I know that this was not, if this really resonated with you, this is not an easy reading to hear. It's not an easy message to deliver, and I know it's not an easy message to hear. So I really appreciate you guys so very much, as always. Thank you. Thank you. Do the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know if this resonated for you. Let me know, is this something that has happened yet? Is this something, do you recognize who this person is in your life yet? Has this something that's already passed and you're just like, yeah, you're right, I just need to let it go. Or maybe you're like, you're wrong, you know what you're talking about. I don't know. I pray that you find the peace, love, and light and clarity that you need in your situation. Thank you to your spirit guides, guardians, masters, angels, ancestors, and guides for guiding you here to get this information. Thank you to my angels, masters, ancestors, guardians, and guides as well as my ancestors, for helping me to deliver this message, as well as keeping me safe while they did so. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Good luck. Good luck. Be strong. Good luck. And I wish you and this person healing, okay? Bye.